Hello there, I'm back again to demonstrate a much better method of defeating the one-way valve on the T58 Pro 3800 and Pro 3880 carts. These are for the EPSON Pro 3800 and Pro 3880. And as you saw me do earlier, I had to dismantle the valve, and then I used a very small drill bit to drill out a hole in the rear cap. Let me explain once again. The rear cap holds a small disc of either mylar or some sort of clear plastic. It acts as a little flapper valve that allows you to suck ink out as the printer requires ink. Ink can be sucked out of the cart, but you cannot push ink into the bag. So by drilling a small hole into that cap, it allows you to push ink in. Now that's a touchy and iffy or dicey operation, and one that I warned everyone that it was going to be a bit difficult to perform perfectly every single time. I'm going to demonstrate a much easier method of defeating that one-way valve. We still have to dismantle the whole unit as we did earlier. We'll go ahead and I'm going to insert a small flat-bladed screwdriver into the side, and we'll just pop each one of these little tabs off. You have to pop them all off. 1 and 2 and 3, and that's it, and 4. Okay, now we have to remove the seal. And the seal sits around this little neck, and simply you can just insert anything. It's a very strong rubber seal. You can just basically pop it off by depressing the poppet valve. And here we have it. And now I'm going to remove the poppet valve, which is like a little plastic cylinder. And you have to realize that it is round on one end and flat on the other. And now we just remove the spring, and we lay the spring down. Okay, now we would normally insert the drill bit and drill out that hole. But what we're going to do is we're going to just detach that rear cap, and the rear cap can just float inside the bag. It will not cause any problem with ink flow. It will not cause any problem with the normal operation of the printer. And I have been printing now on my 3800 with these modified carts just non-stop, and it has not demonstrated any kind of problem such as banding or maybe ink starvation or any such thing. So we'll go ahead and do this operation. Now I'm going to insert this. Is a blunt needle, and I heated it, created a little right angle. You can see I don't know if you might be able to see that it is a regular needle. It's got the eye of the needle right there. I just heated it and bent it, and I'm going to insert it. And remember, I told you that there was a little crisscross member of the rear cap. I'm going to try to thread. You will feel that as you're poking around in there. So just basically find one of those little corners and press. And I just popped it. Hit all 4 corners to make sure that cap is completely off. And that is it. That's all you have to do. I'm just making sure that it's still not attached. It actually attaches by 2 little dimples to the rear body of the valve. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put the spring back in. It's better if you have a pair of tweezers with you. I'm going to put the little valve body into that. Make sure that the round part is facing down. Now I'm going to take the rubber seal, put it right above, making sure the cylinder is right behind it, the little poppet valve. And I'm going to just press down and make sure that it is indeed all the way in. Just gently push it with the screwdriver. Depress the poppet valve. It is operating normally. Now there are 4 little tabs, and we just want to line this up so that those tabs line up with these tabs. Pop it back in place. And now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this retaining O-ring is actually over that little retainer so that it keeps it in place. Once I press all the tabs in, basically I'm just reversing the process using my flat screwdriver to make sure that each one of those little tabs is underneath that O-ring, and it's just a simple matter of compressing it and popping everything back in place. And there you go, everything is in place. I'm going to try to rotate it slightly. This is how it operates. You see it's actually locked in place. And I'm going to get a syringe of air. As this has no ink in it, I actually aspirated all of the ink. Let me take this one. I have a little adapter specially made for that. And you can see that I can inject air into the bag. And I can remove air and inject air. So everything is working fine. That's all you have to do. This card is ready to be reset, filled with ink, and placed on a Pro 3800. That's it. So if you have watched my long 5-part video, this is a supplement to it. I discovered this method simply by experimentation. You could always drill them out if you want to. It does not remove the rear cap. It just basically makes a small hole through it that allows ink to be pushed in rather than not being able to go in like it normally operates. Now you might think that this might have a problem with the pressurization of the carts. It does not at all. I've had no problems with loss of pressure, positive pressure. I've been able to print non-stop 13 by 19s and larger prints on my 3800 without any problems at all. Occasionally, as ink is depleted from the bag, it does have to pressurize slightly, so it'll run a couple of pressurizing cycles, and that's it, and it continues printing non-stop. So good luck, and I hope you are able to take advantage of this procedure, because filling original OEM carts is always best than using third-party carts. Now the carts, when empty, weigh approximately 60 grams. They can actually hold 90 ml of ink. The 10 ml below the reported 80 ml size that these carts are advertised as holding is simply to allow you to have a bit of a cushion inside of ink. You do not want a cart to run fully dry, even though the chip says it is. So when the chip reads 0, there's about 10 ml of ink inside them. So make sure that you reset that chip long before you are below, say, 90 grams or slightly less, and that will assure you that the chip will reset properly. If the chip does not cause the resetter to go green, it could be a problem with the chip itself. But usually, in most cases, I have never found any chip that's reported, say, above 15% by the printer to not reset properly. So here you go, and this is the best option to actually go with. Even if you are using third-party inks, this is the best way to go. And it's a simple procedure, as you saw me do. Alright, so good luck and happy printing. Bye-bye.